Leader of the SNP, Ian Blackford.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. And can I associate myself with the remarks of the Leader of the Opposition and the absolutely disgusting misogyny and sexism that was witnessed by the Deputy Leader of the Labour Party. That should shame us all, what has happened over the last few days. Mr Speaker, this morning the Trussell Trust confirmed that 830,000 children across the UK are being left to depend on emergency food parcels. So instead of convening a Tory talking shop at Cabinet, the Prime Minister should be acting to help those children and help families through the cost of living emergency. If he is genuinely looking for ideas to tackle this Tory-made crisis, he'd be wiser to look beyond his Cabinet colleagues, who of course know that he won't be there for very much longer. So, as a parting gift, here's an idea for the Prime Minister. The Scottish Government has introduced and now doubled the game-changing Scottish child payment of at least £1,040 a year, helping those families who are being the hardest hit. Is the Prime Minister prepared to match this payment across the UK to help families through this emergency?
Mr Speaker, what we're doing to help families, and of course it's important to do everything we can to help families in a tough time. And that's why we've massively increased the funds available to local councils to support families that are having a particular hardship. The Holidays and Activities Fund, now running at £200 million, is there as well. We will do everything we can to support families throughout this period when we're dealing with the aftershocks of the COVID pandemic, Mr Speaker. But if I may say so, I think this is another example, and he may not appreciate me pointing this out, but it is true, as another example of the vital strength of our economic union and the importance of support from the UK Treasury, which is what he gets.
Ian Blackford.
My goodness, Mr Speaker, we have children facing poverty. The Scottish Government are responding by the child payment, and by the way, it will increase again later this year, and we get nothing. We get nothing but empty words from the Prime Minister. It was plenty of desperate pre-election waffle that we heard earlier, but I'll take it as a no. There is no support for hard-pressed families. It is clearer by the day that the Prime Minister's supposed plan to fight the Tory-made cost of living crisis is not only non-fiscal, it's non-existent. So, Prime Minister, I'll try again. Here are three other ideas for the Prime Minister that would help families with soaring costs right now. Scrap his national insurance tax hike, reverse the Tory cuts to universal credit, and match Scotland's 6% benefits rise instead of imposing a real-term cut. Three things that will make a difference to millions of people. Has the Prime Minister come to terms with the reality that if he fails to act now, the voters will send him and his sleaze-ridden party a message by voting SNP next Thursday?
Mr Speaker, we're helping families up and down the country with the universal credit. Tapey asked about universal credit. We're tapering it so that people get another £1,000 in their pockets. Working people get another £1,000 in their pockets. We're helping families in the way that I have described, Mr Speaker. And just to remind the House that under this government there are now far fewer children in workless households than there were before this government came in. And that is because we believe in championing work, championing employment and helping people into high-wage, high-skilled jobs. That's what counts. And as for our respective political longevities, well, I wouldn't like to bet on him outlasting me, Mr Speaker.